Hello students, you are welcome back to class. Today we are going to combine the knowledge of the addition and subtraction of the logarithm that we learned in the last class. So now let's look at this question. Evaluate 17.83 times 246.9 divided by 256.2 times 3.28 using the logarithm tables. Now look at this. You are having multiplication and division all together. So this is what you are going to do. You look for the logarithm of 17.183. You look for the logarithm of 246.9. Because you are having multiplication, you will add the logarithms. Then that is for the numerator. Then you now come to the denominator. Look for the logarithm of 256.2. Then multiply by 3.28. So since when you look for the logarithm of this, look for the logarithm of this. Because it is multiplication, you add their logarithm. Then the answer for the logarithm of the numerator, the logarithm of the denominator, since they are dividing, you are going to subtract it. Then after you have subtracted, you now look for the antilog to be able to know the final answer. Now let's move on. So now you can write draw your table in 3 like this. You have a number, log. So for the first number 17.83, so you move the decimal point how many times? Once. So that means you have 1 point. You now look for the logarithm of 17 under 8, difference of 3. So that will give us what? 2511. Then the next number 246.9. So 246.9. So how many times will you move the decimal point? 1, 2. So that will be 2 points. So now look for the logarithm of 24 under 6, difference of 9. When you look for that will give us 3925. Now because this one and this one are multiplying, you are going to add their logarithm. So when you add the logarithm of the two, you have 3.6436. So the answer for the numerator, I'm bringing it out here so that it will be easier for me to use. So that's it. Now we will now come to the denominator. For the denominator, you are having 256.2. So how many times are you moving the decimal point? 1, 2. So that means you are having 2 points. Look for the logarithm of 25 under 6, difference of 2, which will give us 4085. Then the logarithm of 3.28. How many times are you moving this? Since this is already 3 is already a unit number, you are not moving it at all. So that means it will be what? 0 point. Now look for the logarithm of 32 under 8, which will give us 5159. Because the denominator is also multiplying, you are going to add their logarithms. So when you add the logarithms, you are having 2.9244. So this is the logarithm of the numerator, and this is the logarithm of the denominator. Because they are now dividing, you are going to subtract their result. When you subtract, you are having 0.7192. So with 0.7192, you now look for the antilog. So the antilog, you are going to look for 0.71 under 9, difference of 2, which will give us 5238. Since this is 0, it is taken that the decimal is always after the first digit. So that means since this is 0, you are not going to move the decimal point. So that means you are having 5.238. 5.238. So for the work practice, you are going to evaluate the following using logarithm table. Number 1, 5.932 times 8.164 times 18.51. So you look for logarithm of this, logarithm of this, logarithm of this. You add their logarithm, then the final answer, you now look for the antilog. Number 2, 86.23 times 4058 divided by 913.6. Then number 3, you are having 29.86 times 105.2 over 685.3. Number 4, 28.61 times 74.23 over 355.9 times 2.547. Number 5, 315.6 times 95.47 divided by 456.2 times 31.88. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment on this video. Thank you.